and partner with you, not just as a patient, but as a person, providing a personalized approach and the most advanced care so you can live a more limitless life. Because while we work with you to treat your body, we love to help your spirit soar. Keck Medicine of USC. Together, we are limitless.
It's Empire Today's biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale. 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Some days you can feel like a spectator in your own life with chronic migraine. 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. And treatment is 4 times a year. In a survey, 91% of users wish they'd started sooner. So why wait? Talk to your doctor.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Chronic migraine may still keep you from being there. Why wait? Talk to your doctor about Botox and get in the picture. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Vallarta Supermarkets is home to the original carne asada, expertly cut and marinated with our secret blend of spices. It's more than grilling. It's tradition.
Discover your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, where you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Whatever moves you, get away and awaken the fun. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
Good morning. I'm Eric Spillman in for Frank Buckley. Thieves target another local 7-Eleven store. We're going to tell you where it happened and what the robbers got away with.
The heat is on and the fire danger is high. Good morning. I'm Omar Lewis, live from Castaic Lake. And coming up, we'll take a look at the scorching record-breaking temperatures and the fire risks that are coming along with them.
Good morning, I'm Annie Rose Ramos. Hurricane Beryl makes landfall in Texas this morning as a Category 1 hurricane. The first storm in the Atlantic hurricane season to make landfall in the U.S., with its impacts now being felt across the southern region. We have the latest on this deadly storm coming up.
Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. A child food critic has gone viral. Now he's getting a delicious deal from a major fast food chain. We'll tell you about him just ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dana Devin. It is our 33rd birthday today here on the Morning News, and to celebrate, we're giving you all the gifts. All right, giveaways coming up with your chance to win. Stay tuned.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Henry DiCarlo in for Mark Christie on this Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. We're taking a live look outside Huntington Beach. We're seeing a lot of that marine layer for the coastal areas and some of that cloud coverage extending inland. So that will help for us today. We'll keep temperatures still warm above the average, 85 downtown, 102, getting hot in the San Fernando Valley again today. But this might be our coolest temperature of the week. We anticipate a big warm-up, dangerous warm-up through most of this week. We'll talk about that, give you details in just a few minutes on what has been a relatively, you know what, Ginger, I don't want to speak for you, but we've been talking about a commute this afternoon that could be really nasty.
I would say so. I mean, look, I can understand why, right? Whether it's people off to a late start or really don't want to get out the door until just a little bit later, want to enjoy the time, you may pay for it, okay, with the traffic. We have some spots, though, where things are a little bit tough as well. 15. So it's the southbound side right here at the 138. It was busy even with nothing in lanes. There was also reports of a stall earlier. In this case, it's a cement truck and the wheels of the starting to catch fire. It's something like that that's being discussed. And you see it, that drive is a slow one. It was already pretty busy. I mean, look at this. When we looked at downtown LA, 2 separate occasions, we couldn't even see the buildings or the freeway. So really, Mother Nature has had the clouds start to open up and clear away some of that fog. You can tell that the drive has really started to improve, or I should say, the fog hasn't improved. And that 110 freeway actually looks like an okay one, so it's nice to be able to start to see some of the great downtown skyline. We'll watch all of this for everybody on this Monday where there are some active spots. Eric, I'll send it back to you.
Ginger, thank you. And we saw in that last picture that it was cloudy and foggy, and it may not feel like it right now, but Southern California is in the middle of a heat wave. Temperatures are expected to go up throughout the day, increasing our risk for heat-related illness and fast-moving brush fires. KTLA's Omar Lewis is live in Castaic with the latest for us. Omar, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Record high temperatures were set this weekend, actually, and officials are now warning that the threat of wildfires is increasing here. Currently, there are 21 wildfires burning all across our state, and with the dry conditions that we're seeing, residents tell us they are on high alert. We can take you to video here this morning and tell you as temperatures continue to soar into the triple digits, Los Angeles County is feeling the heat. Palmdale and Lancaster shattered records yesterday, with Palmdale hitting a sweltering 114 degrees and Lancaster reaching a scorching 115 degrees. Breaking long-standing records that date back to 1989. The National Weather Service has extended heat warnings and advisories through the week, predicting highs of 105 to 115 degrees in interior valleys, mountain and desert areas. With these hot conditions, the risk of wildfires is also on the rise. Fire crews have been attempting to quell the lake fire from the air and the ground as it burns more than 16,000 acres in the mountains of San Bernardino County over the course of the weekend. With humidity levels plummeting to as low as 6% to 12% and gusty winds adding fuel to the fire, it could be a major problem. Authorities are urging everyone to stay cool and avoid activities that could spark a blaze. We spoke to residents in Newhall who are dealing with consecutive brush fires there. They tell us they're now prepared for the worst. Meanwhile, here at Castaic Lake this morning, families out here are coming early to try and beat the heat.
Yeah, you have to be. And, you know, it's like we're surrounded by these hills that are almost like 60-degree hills with this aged chaparral that's just waiting.
We're setting up tents, like, to help us cool off from the sun and also, like, to prevent us getting sunburned. And we're also bringing, like water.
We had to have the AC on mostly, like, the entire week because how hot it was outside. We have, like, a few dogs outside, but since, like, it's really hot, we have to bring them inside.
And a good reminder there not to forget about the pets or children. The NWS reminding everyone to look before you leave, especially when it comes to leaving a car. You don't want to leave any kids or pets inside of a hot vehicle, of course. If you are looking for a bit of reprieve from this hot weather, the coastal areas are going to be our best bet. And there are also cooling centers all across the area. You can find more information about that on our website at ktla.com or by simply dialing 211. That's the latest here live from Castaic Lake this morning. I'm Omar Lewis. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Omar, thank you. Another robbery at a 7-Eleven, this time in Duarte. Deputies say 2 armed suspects wearing ski masks held up a store on Huntington Drive and Las Lomas Road. This was about 1 o'clock this morning. The thieves got away with an undisclosed amount of money before running away. No injuries were reported. Several 7-Eleven stores in the San Gabriel Valley have been robbed in recent weeks. From Pasadena to San Gabriel, now Duarte, and it's unclear if the robberies are connected.
2 adults and 3 children have been hospitalized, 3 of them in critical condition after a hit-and-run crash in Orange County. Surveillance video from a house shows a family on bikes seconds before they are hit by a black sedan. It happened near Hastur and Lampson Avenue just before 7 o'clock last night in Garden Grove. 3 children were riding along with 2 adults when they were struck by a vehicle. 2 adults were on bicycles towing 3 children in carriers. 1 adult and 1 child are in stable condition. The other adult and 2 children are in critical condition. Police detained the suspected hit-and-run driver shortly after the collision for DUI and hit-and-run. The car was heavily damaged and a beer bottle was removed from the car.
More than 2 million people in Texas are without power this morning, just hours after Hurricane Beryl made landfall. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos live now in the newsroom, monitoring the latest developments for us. Annie Rose, good morning.
Hi, Jess. Good morning to you. Yes, so many Texans impacted this morning. Hurricane Beryl making landfall in Texas as a Category 1 hurricane, bringing with it heavy rain, damaging winds, storm surge, and tornado threats, and already claiming one life in the Houston area. Hurricane Beryl's powerful winds pushing the Gulf of Mexico onshore in Texas. Feet of storm surge already reported on the coast, and water levels are rising as high tide arrives, making landfall at around 2 a.m. our time as the first tropical cyclone to make landfall in the U.S. this season.
We know we're going to have wind. We know we're going to have rain that could lead to flooding, and we know we're going to have storm surge. The next 24 hours are going to be rough for Harris County. That is the takeaway of my remarks today. What we don't know is exactly where and exactly how rough.
This storm now impacting services throughout Texas. Major ports in the Gulf shutting down operations on Sunday. And the latest numbers from CenterPoint Energy at this hour reporting over 2 million customers are affected by power outages as the hurricane heads towards Houston, bringing wind speeds of more than 74 miles per hour and storm surges.
This is as far as any vehicle is going to get on the only road that connects the beach to the mainland.
Police using high water vehicles here in one Texas town to perform water rescues, releasing these images from showing police out in those flooded streets. The outer bands started dumping rain on the area well before the storm made landfall, with 3 to 5 inches of rain falling in the past 12 hours, and that heavy rainfall expected to just keep coming for the next several hours. Now, Beryl killed at least 9 people as it hammered the Caribbean islands last week and later battered Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, prompting Texas's lieutenant governor to warn his residents not to underestimate this storm. And the loss of life from this storm continuing here in the U.S., where, as we mentioned earlier, one Houston area man is dead after a tree fell on his home in Harris County. The man tried